officially second best game show in the world, International King of Sports.
Across the globe come 24 awesome athletes, bodies at the peak of physical fitness, all ready to take part in a bunch of sports we just made up. Welcome to International King of Sports 2004.
Last time in Heat 2, a great display from South London's James Christie saw him destroy a world-class field. He had clearly inherited something from his uncle one, Linford Christie. Christie joined fellow Brit Brian Clark in our grand final. In today's heat, the fastest and shortest race in the world, the 3-metre sprint. It's kangaroos only for the standing vertical leap. Push in the pool, the underwater shot put. Plummet from the summit in the 10G human slalom. And is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's the headlong dive.
It's okay for you to laugh, but for our athletes, this is a deadly serious thing. Let's meet the 4 competitors, all hoping for a place in the 2004 final.
My name's Iggy Singh, representing Great Britain. Look out for me because I'm in it to win it and I'm going to take it to newer levels.
My name is Karl-Johannes Schäfer from Germany, also known as the Red Baron, because once I take off, I'm unstoppable. Baron.
My name is Jean-Michel Piers, representing South Africa. I am the Human Frog and my title is just a leap away. My name is Josh Wood, I'm representing Jamaica. I'm also known as a finisher, and I don't intend to start anything I don't intend to finish.
I've been joined by former International King of Sport, Mark Robson. Mark, I've been watching these 4 athletes train today. I can't separate them, can you?
No, this truly is the heat of death. We've got Josh Wood from Jamaica. Fancied himself very strongly in the vertical jump and the headlong dive. He's coached by Ron Rodden, who you might remember also coached Linford Christie. So he will have the explosive strength, pace and power. Jean Piers is a marvellous physical specimen. He's known as the Human Frog for his potential in the vertical jump, but unfortunately for someone called a frog, he hates the water.
Iggy Singh. He's a sprinter, 400-metre sprinter. Will that help him?
Yes, springy Iggy. Nobody has trained harder or more specifically for International King of Sports. So he is completely focused on one thing and one thing alone, and that is overall triumph. And Karl Schäfer, the German, is the outsider in this heat. And I think, well, he certainly says he's intimidated by the quality in the heat, but he may be bluffing. Do not underestimate the Germans.
I know we've said it's difficult to split these guys earlier, but come on, you're the expert. Where's your tip? Where's your money going to?
Well, yeah, I'm supposed to be the expert, but even I could not separate this heat. This could potentially be the best heat of International King of Sports. Everybody in this heat is a true quality athlete.
It's a 3-metre sprint. It is a sprint. It is 3 meters long. I don't know what else I can tell you.
The 3-metre sprint, it's the only race where you need the photo finish every time. In lane 1, Karl Schäfer. He's inexperienced and in a tough heat here, but never underestimate the German, a good competitor. Looks relaxed. Lane 2, Josh Wood. He's a Jamaican international sprinter, so obviously this will be a great event for him, the man they call the finisher. Lane 3, Jean Piers, a superb natural athlete. The South African could be the man to beat in this heat. And in lane 4, Iggy Singh, a 400-metre runner. Can he keep up Britain's success in this year's International King of Sports? I go to the line, and when the gun sounds, believe you me, it's all over very quickly, in under 1 second. That's a false start. Karl Schäfer, the German, got a flyer. Wasn't quite as relaxed as he was looking then. Real nerves on the line. One more false start, and that means that he will go out of the race. Left to right then. It's Singh of Great Britain, Piers, South Africa, Wood, the Jamaican, and Schäfer of Germany. Silence needed from the crowd. Incredibly close on the line, but Josh the South African peers.
Were you surprised by how much you won it? Because you beat Iggy by quite a bit.
No, I wasn't surprised because being a 100-meter sprinter, you know, I'm a very quick starter. I know, always known to be a good starter, so I believe I was going to win anyway.
A great start for Jamaica's explosive Josh Wood as he nicks it from Britain's Iggy Singh. South African Jean Piers in third. So Josh Wood is our early leader in what they are calling the Group of Death.
To standing vertical leap, athletes must leap onto a platform at ever increasing heights. Your hands must not touch the platform. Don't even think about it.
This is the vertical standing leap, and some of our athletes can jump as high as a motor car. It's a little bit about power to weight ratio, but it's more about plyometrics, and that means fast twitch muscle fibers. There's also a lot of courage involved, a lot of bravery, and huge amounts of commitment. More disappointment for Germany's Karl Schaefer as he was an early casualty at 1 metre 10. No problems though for South African Jean Piers. A mighty leap saw him clear 1 metre 30, a feat then matched by our early leader, Jamaica's Josh Wood.
The platform now at 1 metre 30, and here's Iggy Singh, his second attempt. Josh Wood and Jean Piers have already gone clear. Can Iggy Singh join them? Swinging his arms to get momentum, but no, he's out. That's not legal. His knees landing on the platform first. It's got to be his feet. A real disappointment that for Iggy Singh, who was expecting to do a lot better in this event. The platform now at 1 metre 32 and a half, and here's Jean Piers. A great competition this is proving to be between Piers and Josh Wood. We've seen spectacular heights in training, but 132 and a half is massive. Great momentum, great leap. Fantastic. Wonderful athleticism. That's the mark to beat. So now Josh Wood, can he match the South African? Remember, they're not allowed to run up at all. No bouncing. They can get momentum with their arms like that, but the hands mustn't touch the platform. Good leap by Wood. The standard is getting higher and higher. 1 metre 35 now. That's truly a massive height. Imagine jumping over the roof of your car and you've got some idea of how high these guys are going. And it's Jean Piers to leap first. The South African has already proved what a great leaper he is. Can he do it again? Can he go even higher? Yes, he can! He wobbled, but he kept his balance! He didn't fall! That's legal! Fantastic leap by Piers! How is Wood going to respond? He's strong, quick athlete, very focused, very determined. Didn't look comfortable, did he? He got it wrong that time. The technique is important as strength here. A good effort, but not good enough. Josh Wood's second attempt. Is this a height too far for the Jamaican, I wonder? No, it isn't! Brilliant recovery from Josh Wood!
Well, so sensational have Jean Piers and Josh Wood been in this standing vertical jump, they've had to bring in newly constructed, specially manufactured and scaffolded legs. Nobody in the history of International King of Sports has gone higher than 135. It looks like it's going to happen now.
Jean Piers looks absolutely dwarfed by this massive platform. On he goes! Oh, he's wobbled, but he's kept his balance incredibly. A big wobble from Piers, but crucially, he didn't put his hands down, so the judges have given it. That's legal. Josh Wood's failed once at the previous height. He needs this to keep level with Piers. It's a good leap, and Josh Wood cleared it with something to spare. That was a sensational performance by the Jamaican. Great competition here. Second attempt for the South African Jean Piers at 1.40 m. He's been in superlative form so far. Can he go beyond his best here? No, didn't get it right this time. Been a great event for him, but this was a height too far. His knees touching the platform first. It has to be his feet. So second attempt for Jamaica's Josh Woods, who's been excelling in this discipline. He's been consistently jumping the highest in training. Can he do so again here? He's done it! No! He just lost his balance at the last moment. How unlucky. It was that close. But that means the Jamaican can't win it. Jean Piers, the victor on the countback. Wood had 2 attempts to clear an earlier height. Jean Piers went over first time, every time.
Great support from your South African mate here, Hugo Myberg, inspiring you. What did the Rhino think of the human frog?
I thought in general that he was very, very good. It was tough competition for him, and in any event, your support that you get, that's going to just bring you through. And I knew that if we gave him good support, that he was just going to pull it through, and he did. I'm very proud of him.
So one fewer failure sees Jean Piers take maximum points from an unlucky Josh Wood. The Jamaican Wood still leads the heat, but Piers and Britain's Iggy Singh are still right in it. After the break, the underwater shot put, the 10G human slalom, and the headlong dive.
Will the human frog feel more at home in the group of death now we've moved poolside for the next event? This is the underwater shot put.
Underwater shot put. Athletes descend to the bottom of the pool with their front foot inside the shot put circle. They put the shot. It is a kind of shot put but under the water.
Mark, underwater shot put. Everyone's seen normal shot put, everyone knows how to do it. What on earth is the technique for doing it under the water?
Yeah, normal shot put on the ground. Jeff Capes, we've probably seen him do it, and he does a spin in the circle before he puts the shot. Obviously underwater, that is different. It's a question of getting down there pretty quickly, getting your confidence, finding a firm base and a foundation, and actually getting the momentum forward and releasing the shot as late as possible in the put.
And this is different than a normal shot as well?
Yeah, it's not a metal one as you would see normally. It's actually made of leather and filled with sand for obvious reasons.
First throw then for Karl Schaefer, and I have to say the German hasn't made much of an impact on the competition so far. Perhaps this will be his event. It's not bad. Over 3 meters, 3 meters 58.
What a shaky start from leader Josh Wood, just 2.57 for the Jamaican. A little better for South Africa's Jean Piers with 3.22. But a poor first round throw leaves Britain's Iggy Singh trailing in last.
And now Karl Schaefer, the German, who's the current leader here, about to take his final throw. He's thrown over 4 meters in practice, a very good technique. He doesn't panic, even though he's running out of breath at this stage. Holds his position well, and that looks very good. It's over 4 meters. 4 meters 08, sensational.
Josh Wood was clearly not happy in this event. His second round effort ruled a no throw. His foot clearly over the line.
Now Jean Piers, who needs over 4 meters to beat Schaefer. Rather ragged technique, I must say. And it's not bad, but it's not going to be good enough to beat the German. 3 meters 51. So Iggy Singh in last place at the moment. Not happy, is he? And he fails to improve his position. That's disappointing for the Brit. 2 meters 50.
Carl, what's the feeling after that? Because that's put you right back into a chance of winning this heat overall.
Yeah, it's quite a good feeling because as we said before, I didn't expect it. It was pretty bad in the training. So yeah, it's a nice feeling, good feeling.
A big win for Germany's Karl Schaefer, a welcome second for Jean Piers, last place for Iggy Singh. It doesn't get closer than this. Wood and Piers dead level, Singh and Schaefer still both in contention.
We've come to the top of Sudeley Hill for the next event, and we've seen the most incredible battle between John and Josh at the top of the leaderboard. This event will really test the pair of them. It's the 10G human slalom.
The 10G human slalom. Athletes have to run down a big hill, passing through all 10 gates. If you miss a gate, you're out. Touching the gate post is allowed, but don't knock it down or I will be furious with you.
Mark, this is a very popular event with the crowd, but for the contestants it's not just a case of going like the clappers, is it?
No, when I was designing the course, I purposely made the top half of it very steep indeed, which makes it much more technical. You've got to go into the gates really quite slowly and put your hand down. Some guys will do that to reduce the momentum, or else you'll go too far beyond the gate and have to run back uphill again to the next gate, which will cost you time. The second half of the course, you really can go for it, and that's where you will pick up seconds, but it's really tough on the quads and the ankles, so you must watch out for that.
So the South African Jean Piers first to run in the human slalom. He's dead level on points at the moment with Josh Wood. So this really could be an all-important run for him. He's going to be looking for a time of about 33 seconds, I would imagine, to keep the pressure on the Jamaican. He's a really accomplished all-round athlete. He's very popular with the other competitors, very well respected as well. Stylish around the bends, he doesn't lose much time there. He almost slipped at that moment, in fact. The question is he quick enough? It's going to be a decent time, but will it be good enough? And the clock stops at 34.82.
Iggy Singh was keen to shake off the disappointment of the underwater shot put, and he did it in style. A driving run from the Briton saw him clock a wonderful time of 32.63. Iggy, an incredibly quick time. What was the procedure there for you?
Just been average in the other couple of events. I got a really tough feet, so I know just knew how to get out there really quick, how to make one of these events mine, so just put the gauntlet down for them and see if I can match it, basically. That's all I can do.
Bad luck for Karl Schaefer. A slip proved costly, and the German could only manage a time of 36 seconds dead.
So now the joint leader Josh Wood of Jamaica takes to the hill. He's already seen Jean Piers run 34.82, and he's seen Iggy Singh run that wonderful 32.63. What can this guy do? He's an international sprinter, remember, so as you'd expect, he's very quick. His technique is a little ragged, a little untidy around the bends, but he's slightly up on Singh at the split point, and his natural pace is carrying him through here. If he can use his speed on this bottom half of the course, it's going to be an excellent time. And he has, and it is 31.65, sensational from Wood.
It was an incredibly fast time. There seemed to be an awful lot of power, an awful lot of commitment, like a man who was determined that he definitely wasn't going to lose that one.
Yeah, well, I made up my mind that I was tied between me and John. I needed to win. I didn't sleep well last night, so I guess I come here to really take revenge today for yesterday.
A vital win for Josh Wood. Good points for Britain's Iggy Singh, third for Piers. Wood takes a 2-point lead into the final event, but Jean Piers is right behind.
Welcome back to the stadium. It's been neck and neck between Jean and Josh all the way through in this heat. Who is going to go through to the final? Let's find out in the headlong dive.
The final event, the headlong dive. Athletes must take off from the board. They must fly head first into the pit. Please make sure your feet are not touching the sand first, or it is a no jump and you will be illegal.
Well, Carl Schaefer always has a smile on his face, but 3 no jumps meant he didn't trouble the scorers in our final event.
So here's Iggy Singh, the Great Britain, third attempt. He can't win the heat, of course, but this guy is a genuine battler, and he's got real speed on the runway. Powering along. Oh, that's a massive jump. Absolutely massive. He's challenged the world record, would you believe? It's come up as 8 meters 75, a new world record. What a way to end his competition.
Iggy, it's a new world record, fantastic, but I think you knew you had 8 meters in you.
Definitely really fancy this event. It's good in the training for it, and I knew I could get this world record, and I proved it today. Really happy.
The Jamaican Josh Wood, first attempt. This headlong dive at the moment is all about 2 men. All Wood has to do here is finish ahead of Piers, and he'll go through to the final. Oh, it's an awful technique from Wood, but he does get a reasonable distance, 6 meters 50. Will that be enough? John Piers of South Africa, first attempt. He's seen Wood jump 6 meters 50. He's got to finish ahead of the Jamaican, and he might well have done with that jump. 6 meters 87 given, longer than Wood. That keeps the pressure on. Josh Wood, second attempt. He has to beat Piers' leap of 6 meters 87 to be absolutely safe. Can he do it? Real determination. Power down the runway, a little bit ragged at the end. Let's wait and see the distance. It's 6 meters 90, 3 centimeters further than Piers. Is that enough? John Piers, second attempt. Wood has just overtaken it. So how is the South African going to respond here? These are the moments that bring out the best of a true competitor. And that's a big leap, a very big leap indeed. 7 meters 58, he goes a long way clear now. Josh Wood will be starting to get nervous. John Piers has just put in a really long jump, 7 meters 58. And that's a huge leap from Wood. Has he overtaken Piers yet again? 7 meters 94, he has overtaken him. What a leap. John Piers, to overhaul Josh Wood, needs the maximum 4 points from this event, and that means beating Iggy Singh's new world record of 8 meters 75. Has he got it in him? Has he got what it takes? Great dive, but I wonder, was it legal? No! Oh, that's a disaster, a no jump, and he hands the competition to Josh Wood.
Josh, you're in the final, fantastic performance, so what's your feeling after that?
I feel great now, I feel good. I have a feeling I was going to make it, but they really make it hard for me. I thought it was going to be more easier, but they're a tough guy, you know. So I did have to really go for that last one, and it paid off.
Thoughts of the final? Do you think you have the all-round ability to beat the really good guys?
I believe I got the ability to win. I come here to win, and I believe I'm going to win. That's what I'm going to really do anyway. So whatever they're going to do, we'll see.
A clear win for the sensational Jamaican Josh Wood, but he was pushed all the way in a very, very tough heat. Josh Wood takes his place alongside Brian Clark and James Christie in the final. Defending champ Adam Horder still hangs on as highest scoring loser. Well, Iggy Singh said if he didn't get through to the final, he would have to review his entire approach to life. so he's got some thinking to do. Secretly, I thought the South African Jean-Pierres would win that heat because, you know, he looks like the perfect all-rounder. So all credit to Joshua Wood. He won 2 events and he's got bundles of consistency and confidence.
Thanks, Mark, and congratulations again to Joshua. So, there we are. Join us next time when 4 more contestants will be put through their paces on International King of Sports 2004.